should be live. Let me just make sure. Live, yep.
Can I go?
Yep.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the National Sim Hockey League, Season 3. I am DNP_10. Alongside me is Builder Matthews.
Hello.
And we are here from Boeing Center in San Francisco, California, where the San Francisco Flight are hosting the Denver Pylons. Let's see how this first game of the season for these two clubs turns out. Let's get right to it. The anthems have been sung. We are ready to get underway. Logan Couture and Yanni Gourde get the nod to take the draw to start this game. Interesting to note that the Flight are starting their fourth line with Tanev, Couture, and Shifley. And the puck has been dropped. We are underway for game number 1 on the season for San Francisco. It's taken into the Pylons zone. Held in at the line, sent towards the net, didn't quite get on net. And now it'll be brought around now. Ekman Larson fighting for it. Here comes Couture, but he's beat to it by Brent Gretzky, who shuffles it up to Matthew Tkachuk. Ekman Larson will toss it down the length of the ice, and Noah Hannafin is going to get to it with help from Mark Shifley. They'll toss it the length of the ice, pounce it off the boards. Here's a chance for Couture, and was steered in the wrong direction. Brought back now. Joe Pavelski will assess it. Take it around. Oh, off the post! Flipped it around, and now it will come out of the zone. Down the wing comes Taylor Hall. He'll turn it around the other way. Back first. Oh, just beaten out to it by Larry Brown. And now pressuring along the boards is Adam Henrique. Is shuffled out to Taylor Hall. Brought around now to the near side boards. Into the neutral zone. Taylor Hall getting a stick on it. And now he'll carry it back into his own end to regroup. Pressure here from Brent Gretzky. He'll take it back. Looking for the man at the point, no one there, and it'll come all the way back down into the pylon zone. Shuffled out by Tkachuk. And lofted the length of the ice. That's going to take a bounce that might have benefited Brent Gretzky, but he didn't quite have the angle. And now he'll bring it to the near side boards, where it's taken away from him momentarily by Ray Ferraro. Victor Hedman, he'll opt to just send it the complete length of the ice. And now it's in the hands of Mark Giordano. He'll send one that just missed near side. Brought around now to the line. It's Jeff Petrie, who had those red eyes during the playoffs in the NHL last season. Here's Steven Stamkos digging it out of the corner. Tossed around. And now it'll come along the benches. Forced along the wall. Ryan McDonough's in there. Steven Stamkos getting a stick on it. A couple other guys. And Shea Weber forcing himself along the boards. It'll get tossed out. That's going to come just wide, where it'll be played by Braden Point. Comes out to the boards. Tossed around. Ryan McDonough there. Clayton Keller getting a stick on it, and it'll come all the way down, where it will not become an icing. Brent Gretzky trying to force it somewhere. Shot, that goes wide, and the rebound coming wide of the San Francisco net. They'll toss it all the way back down. It'll bounce across to Brent Gretzky. And that one's going to go out of play. We got to stop. 4:42 to go. What have you thought of this game so far?
So far, this game's been pretty evenly matched. I mean, neither team's really had too much offensive pressure, and each defensive side's been able to clear it out of their zone very, very effectively. Not too many high-danger scoring chances, maybe a couple for San Francisco, but the visiting Denver hasn't been able to really get anything going.
Denver centering it. They nearly had a great chance there. They just needed to have a man to shoot it. It'll come out to the neutral zone. Jeff Petrie, who would have been offsides if this was the NHL, but is onside here. Directed one toward the net, but it did not reach. And so now it's Mark Giordano sliding it around and turning it over to Steven Stamkos, who changes for Brent Gretzky. Gretzky along the board, sent all the way out and down. Getting there is Couture. Couture, he'll step on it. McDonough forces it around, comes out to the point, looking at it is Giordano once more. Tanev now. As the first period comes to a close, no score so far from Boeing Center.
I'd just like to remind everyone the schedule and the scores around the league here. We'll start off with streaming schedule. We will be streaming one game a week. It'll always be the game of the, one game a day. It'll always be the game of the night, the final game. Next up on our schedule, on the stream schedule, is Washington Nationals visiting the Quebec City Bandits. The scores around the league, the Bandits actually defeated the Wildcats 32 in overtime, and the Washington Nationals stomped the visiting Vancouver Outlaws.
Second period underway, and San Francisco off to an early start. Now, one of the players that they got, Clayton Keller, they chose to get in the draft this season because he kind of made a name for himself in one of this series, of this league, for scoring a goal or two off of the face-off. So we'll see if he's able to Clayton Keller it this season. Joe Pavelski forces it to the boards. Here's Cale Makar digging it out for Denver. Tossed across. Played here by Joe Pavelski. Taylor Hall now on it. As San Francisco works in their own zone. Denver with some pressure, trying to take it away, but San Francisco is solely in control. With 3 players playing the puck, that's an interesting strategy. And they'll get it into the Denver zone. It's forced to the corner. Massive scrum there. It's dug out, and now a chance for Steven Stamkos. It's gonna get turned. Sent across out front, no one there. Sent up the way. San Francisco forces it in. It'll rim around. Kucherov getting in there. Sent across. Centering feed. No chance. It'll come out now. Sent back around. Here's Brent Burns. One of 7 players on the San Francisco flight taken from the San Jose Sharks or former San Jose Sharks players. While, as you may have already noticed, the Denver Pylons have a lot of Tampa Bay Lightning players and Colorado Avalanche teammates.
You'll notice a nice mix. You'll notice the Vancouver.
Oh, shot out front! That nearly was dangerous for the Pylons. San Francisco nearly took an early lead.
You'll notice with Vancouver, if you're a Vancouver Canucks fan, Vancouver has every single Canuck player that was available from the draft. That includes the Steen brothers. A bunch of current players scored.
Shot score! San Francisco! I believe that might have been Clayton Keller.
That puck was shot so hard, it went through the net. I mean, what is the goalie supposed to do about that? See, they got a man stuck in the net. I'm not sure he's interfering at all. But that was one heck of a shot that just goaltender. And it gives San Francisco the lead with 8:51 remaining in the second.
Shot there, they score again! Quick shot off the draw!
Mark Giordano gets the first goal. This one very similar.
I know, I think this one is that the announcement updates when the puck goes in, so I think this goal is Giordano.
This one might be Giordano again.
Yeah, this is this goal is Mark Giordano's from Petrie and Henrique.
I think that was the first goal then. I think
based on the positioning of the players, I'm pretty sure that's
it might
we'll
just
see,
be the exact same thing, because usually it tells you who scores afterwards.
It tells you who scores afterwards, but if there's two goals like that in quick succession, because as soon as the puck goes in, it updates. That might be something I have to fix, but regardless, San Francisco's got a 2-goal lead, and Mark Giordano gets the goal.
Yeah.
Assisted by number 26, Jeff Petrie, and by number 14, Adam Henrique. Time of the goal, 11 minutes, 28 seconds.
Chance.
Shot, rebound, they score! The Pylons are on the board!
After a lull in action for the first, I'd say, over half of this game, the Pylons really luck out. They the flight send it the length of the ice, but it was fired so hard it goes off the dasher board in the Pylons defensive end and slides all the way back and gives them an A+ opportunity, of which Denver doesn't make a mistake on. 2-1.
Now let's see if they can pull off another goal. Pylons goal. Okay. Scored by number 8, Cale Makar. Unassisted. Time of the goal. 13 minutes, 38 seconds. That's a Denver Pylons goal scored by 8 Makar at 13:38 of the second period. Oh, chance here, it comes out front. The shot goes wide. Cleared out of the zone, and now here comes Tanev. Tossed across the boards. Tanev's gonna get to it. He's a member of the Seattle Kraken, formerly from the Pittsburgh Penguins, and also now on the San Francisco Flight. Crowd's gonna get excited here as they're loving what they're seeing. Oh, shot there! Hit the post!
What an opportunity. San Francisco's getting them from deep here. You don't see a whole lot of goals from deep, but all 3 goals have kind of manufactured from deep in the zone, even outside the zone.
Fans threatening to sue posts here in San Francisco.
Second one they've hit tonight.
But regardless, the post keeps the puck out and keeps this as a 2-1 score going into the third period. After 2, it is 2-1.
One heck of a showing from these two teams. Second period was action-packed, chance after chance, end to end. It's great hockey this period. After a real offensive lull in the first period, I think you'll see this third period might just get really, really exciting.
It'll be interesting to say the least. Logan Couture and Yanni Gore to duel again in the face-off dot. They've faced each other several times tonight, and this time it'll be the Pylons gaining control off the draw. However, it's going to come all the way back into their own zone, where TJ Oshie will go to work. Sent across, centering feed. Pylons dangerously playing it across the goal mouth. Oh, that's going to take a nice Pylons bounce, but Oshie, he's not going to quite have the angle he wants, and he's going to miss the net.
That one went off the post too. I think that's 2 posts for Denver now.
It just missed. Fans starting to chant "Screw the Cones" here from Boeing Center.
That fan being the owner of the Quebec City Bandits.
He's a happy boy tonight because his Quebec City Bandits won in not double but single overtime, in an absolute barn burner and absolute thriller in New Orleans.
Down 2-0 to New Orleans too early in the second period. New Orleans took the fun.
And it was Jesse Pollock who got the goal.
Nikita Zaitsev with the first goal.
That's an all-star team right there. And it's going to come all the way around now. San Francisco holds it in. Sent across Brent Burns. Out front. At the line. Shot, that's gonna go! Is it gonna go in? Yes! That might be Joe Pylons scoring for the San Francisco Flight to put them ahead 2-1. 3-1. 2-goal lead.
Another fortuitous bounce that ends up just basically a tap in for San Francisco. Just very lucky and very good positioning there for what we think is really tough to tap that puck in. Puck kind of took an odd bounce at center ice. Denver had a really tough time trying to clear that thing out and eventually failed. Comes back into their own zone. And I mean, nothing the goalie can do. The goalie's already down. Puck slides just perfectly. So once again, we think of Joe Pavelski have an empty net happen. This one might be a pinch.
What a goal for the San Francisco Flight, and it is 3-1. Off the draw, San Francisco's got it again. Fly! Goal! Scored by number 8, Joe Pavelski. Unassisted time of the goal. 7 minutes, 7 seconds. That's a San Francisco Flight goal scored by Pavelski at 7:07. How fitting, since 7:07 is the first commercial aircraft ever manufactured by Boeing. It's going to come into the San Francisco zone. Denver's going to need to find 2 here. It's not impossible. The Quebec City Bandits managed to find 2 late in a game. But will the Pylons be able to do it tonight? Shot into the offensive zone. Shea Weber gets to it. He'll bring it out to the line. Comes out of the zone, forced to the boards. Adam Henrique. Here's a chance. And it's reversed up and out of play. We got to stop. 7:23 to go. Off the draw. Denver's got it. They'll bring it in. Here's Sharks legend Owen Nolan. Almost directing it into his own net. But it's picked up by Hurdle. He'll try and shovel it out. William Carlson, the Golden Knight. Had it, shot it, turned it over, and now it's back on the stick of Tomas Hurdle, who had that brilliant 4-goal game in 2013. Oh, comes out front! Chance there, and San Francisco couldn't put it home. Back in, that changed direction before it got on net, and it's sent through the boards and out of play. We got to stop. 4:11 to go. This could be a big win for San Francisco. They've got a little bit of luck in their favor tonight because the Outlaws lost earlier tonight. They're a division rival. So are the Denver Pylons. And so with a win tonight, San Francisco would put themselves solidly in the lead as they get another shot on goal there. Another save for Andrei Vasilevsky. He got the start tonight for the Denver Pylons. At the other end of the ice, it's Martin Jones between the pipes for San Francisco, and he's been stellar for them, only allowing one goal from the Denver Pylons. Comes out of the zone now. Here comes Gabriel Landeskog. And too little too late for the Denver Pylons. San Francisco wins 3-1.
Probably putting them atop Southwest West Division, putting them 2 points ahead of the Denver Pylons and the Vancouver Outlaws earlier drop the game. So that means we got a pretty tight race in the GK East Division. Washington and Quebec both winning their games earlier today, tying them at 2 points apiece. That leaves New Orleans Wildcats at 0-1, no points, sitting third place from the top 2 teams in each division make the playoffs. San Francisco 2 points ahead of their competitors. It's going to be interesting to see what Denver and Vancouver do for the rest of the season, trying to make that win up, trying to catch the San Francisco.
Well, our next game, the next game here, coming up next week or whenever we end up with our next set of games, will be the, if I'm not mistaken, it is the Quebec City Bandits hosting the Vancouver Outlaws.
Nationals.
They're hosting the Nationals.
Yep.
Well, I got the home team correct. So
two.
we will see you guys. We will see you then. But thank you so much for watching this. We're sorry that we couldn't stream this on YouTube. The channel on YouTube wasn't quite ready. But this will be posted as a VOD to YouTube. So hello YouTube, and we hope that you stick around. Come join us in games. We'll be announcing the starts of games from our Discord server, and we'll also link you to the games so you can watch these live with us in person. Well, as in person as a video game can get, but regardless, thank you so much for watching. Take care, everybody.